Yes. Welcome back to Dumb Crimes and Criminals. I am your host, Rick. You're now tuned into the funniest true crime podcast in the world. You know what I'm saying? We gotta hit the air horns for that. You dig? I mean that. I'm standing on that, man. It's the funniest true crime podcast in the world, man. One more time. Yeah. Turn me up. Check it out. If you're listening to my voice right now, go on Instagram, follow f.t.h_media. Okay, that's my podcast page. f.t.h_media. Okay, it was the DCC_podcast, but I changed it to FTH Media because, again, I have two podcasts, and that Instagram page is home of the two podcasts, which is the Dumb Crimes and Criminals and the Retro Rick podcast. So, if you're listening to this podcast right now, I would appreciate if you go and tap in with me over there. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to, again, build the community. I've been saying this for 40-some episodes. You know, let's get it. But yeah, man, you know, in a moment of transparency, I was actually going to record yesterday. I wrote the episode. I came downstairs. You know what I'm saying? I think I even turned on my Rodecaster, and then I had to make a call, and that call was exhausting. So by the time I got off that call, I didn't have the same energy I had when I initially came down here. And, you know, when I record my podcast, I like to give y'all a certain energy, and I didn't have that energy when I got off the call. So I say, you know what? I got the episode wrote. I'm going to record it tomorrow, tap in with my people, you know. So we here. You dig? So let's get into today's episode. Okay, today we're going across the water. We're going to the UK. Okay, this story is about a man named Dopey. Interesting name. My man's name is Dopey. All right. Now, what did Dopey do? Dopey robbed a gambling parlor. All right. The place that he robbed is called the Paddy Power. Okay, the Paddy Power. It's an interesting name. It's the interesting name of the criminal, and it's an interesting name of the place that he robbed. The criminal name is Dopey, and the place that he robbed is called the Paddy Power. All right. Paddy Power is a gambling company that includes sports betting, online casino, online poker, and bingo. All right. Now, me personally, I'm not big into the gambling because, you know, that can get addictive. You know what I'm saying? It could get addictive quick. Like me personally, I'm not into the gambling. I'm cool. I don't do the dice. I don't do none of that. I don't play cards. I don't even know how to play poker. You know, I'm just not into that. That's just not my thing. You know, salute to y'all that do though. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all that do. Now, mind you, Dopey ran up into the Paddy Power at 8:25 in the morning. What time does this play? Well, I guess it's a gambling spot, so it might be open for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? It might be one of them joints. Because I'm thinking like, yo, my man, you ain't even giving them time to open up and even like put money in the cash registers. So maybe they just open all night long type of situation, because that's wild. 8:25 in the morning, you running up in the spot demanding cash. Like, the coworkers is still yawning. They at the register like, man, I don't even want to be in this joint. You know what I'm saying? They at the register like, yo, they at the register still thinking about their bed at 8:25 in the morning. I know when I go to work, man, I ain't up. You know what I'm saying? I go to work at 8, but I ain't up till about 12. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm not up till about 12. Like, I go to work, I'm not up till about 12. You know what I'm saying? Your man Dopey walked in the spot with a hoodie and a mask on. All right. He was also brandishing a gun. Yeah, I can't believe this man went in there at 8:25 in the morning. That's kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, that's kind of wild. It's too early, man. Yo, Dopey, listening. If you're listening to this podcast right now, this podcast ever reach your ears, 8:25 in the morning is too damn early to rob people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, allow people the chance to wake up, you know? Yeah, so he ran up in the spot. He had a hoodie, gun, and a mask. Hands over a note. Okay. The note said, "I have a gun. Open the door or I will shoot you." Now, that's a bold thing to do, I think. Handing a note, like I don't know, man. The robbery, running up in banks and establishments like that, man. Like I said, man, I say this all the time. I don't condone none of these stories, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, you running up in the spot demanding a note. Like, this ain't no movie. You know what I'm saying? You teleporting, you telling them what you about to do, you telling them what you're gonna do, like, you demanding it in a note. And it's like, yo, she might pull a gun out from the behind that joint. Like, she might say, "Oh, okay," reach down and pull a sawed-off shotgun on your ass and blow your damn head off. Then what? Because you done handed her a note and told her what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was able to walk. Now, here's the thing. So he goes up in the spot. He hands her the note, right? It worked. Again, this the thing, too. Like, yo, you work at the bank and places like this, and somebody come in, man, I don't give a hooting, hollering, rat's ass with your boss or whatever your protocol is and all that, man. Do not be no hero for these people money. You know what I'm saying? If you work at a bank and somebody come in there, God forbid, and they trying to rob the bank, give them people that money. That ain't your money. I'm sure that money's insured. I'm sure they'll end up getting caught. Don't be a superhero for some money you don't own. They're not going to give you a reward. You know what I'm saying? Like, do not get shot over the bank's money. I don't give a damn if it's protocol. You come in, listen, I'm going to let you know something right now. They going to think we working together. If I ever get a job at a bank and I'm at the teller and you come in there acting crazy, they going to think it's an inside job because I'm going to just start throwing money at you. I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. They going to be like, "Oh, nah, Rick, he ain't on it. He ain't on it." Yeah, they know each other. I ain't gonna know you from a can of paint. You understand what I'm saying? But if I'm at the register at the bank and you come in that joint trying to rob the bank, I'm giving you what you want, my nigga. I'm giving you everything you want. I'm giving you everything you want. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. You not gonna come in that joint rob me. Nah. I'm gonna give you what you want. This ain't my money. This money is insured. This is the bank's money. Do what y'all want to do. All right. So he handed the note. I guess they obliged because he was able to walk out with $22,628 in cash and $466 in coins. Yo. Hey, yo, listen. I don't know if this was dimes, nickels, pennies, quarters, or what. All right. But $466 in coins. Y'all could have, yeah, my man. Yeah. Why did you need the coins? I'm not here for the coins. I want paper. All right. I'm in this joint for strictly paper. This man came in the spot and also grabbed $466 in coins. Is that heavy? Like, did you put that in a damn, like, that's wild. Like, yeah, they could, yo, Dopey, you should have let them keep the coins, my man. You know what I'm saying? You ran in there, you got 20 bands. You didn't need the coins. I don't think you needed the coins. Yo, Dopey. I don't think you needed the coins. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, come on. $466 in coins. Like, even if that was, well, damn, I'm trying to think. I have no idea. I was trying to think, like, how much a roll of quarters is, you know? Matter of fact, hold on one second. I got my phone here. Let's just look up a roll of quarters, right? Hold on one second. Bear with me. A roll of quarters. And I'm saying quarters because it's the biggest, so. Okay. Okay. So it ain't that bad. A roll of quarters is $10. All right? Roll of quarters is $10, so. I guess it ain't that much. It ain't that much, you know, I guess. I thought it was something different. Like, I'm just thinking of loose coins and shit. Like, they probably had rolls, you know what I mean? So, you know, a few rolls he out of there. I guess I'd have still left the coins, man. Just give me the plastic. I'm cool. You know what I mean? Just give me the plastic. So yeah, so he got that. Now here's the thing. Dopey wasn't hard to find. All right. We all know how this story ends. Dopey was not hard to find. And there's a couple of reasons why Dopey wasn't hard to find. Okay. First of all, as Dopey was leaving, he decides to take his mask off. Yeah, let me repeat that for you. As Dopey was leaving, he decides to take his mask and hoodie off. Again, as Dopey was leaving, he decides to take his mask and hoodie off. Why? Why? You just came in the gambling spot and robbed it, and you walk your ass out the door, and before you even get out the gambling spot, you take off your disguise. Why? 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 Why would you do that? Why would you, Dopey, listen, all right? The goal is to make this podcast the biggest in the world, so you may hear this one day. And I want you to email me, and I want to interview you, all right? If this ever travels to your ears, I want to interview you. Why would you rob the spot and take your mask and hood off before you even exit the damn spot that you just robbed? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Now, because he took his disguise off, he was able to be identified by the manager. I can't make this up. Your man Dopey walked into the spot, robbed him, decides to take his mask and hoodie off, and got identified by the damn manager. Dopey, what are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Now, here's the thing, okay? The reason why the manager was able to identify him is because he has his damn resume. He has Dopey's resume. The manager was able to identify Dopey because he has his damn resume. The manager was able to identify Dopey because he had his damn resume. He has his resume because your man Dopey just robbed the same spot he just put in his resume for a job. I cannot make this up. This man tried to get a job at the same place he just robbed. Of course, the manager sees him, calls the police. Of course, the resume has all Dopey's information on it because it's a resume. Address, phone number, name. I cannot make this up. They put right up to the crib and arrest him. They put right up to his house and arrest him. Now, here's the thing. Your man Dopey got a gambling addiction. All right? So that's why he ran up in the spot. He was trying to get some money to gamble. But that's neither here nor there. It would be wise, okay? Again, I don't condone this. All right? I'm just here to report it and share it with my listeners. But it will be wise to not do crime at a place that has all your personal information. Right? Wouldn't that be, am I off here? Am I off in thinking that it wouldn't be wise for you to do crime at a place that has all your information? All your information is just sitting there. Dopey, come on, man. Your name your name is Dopey. And you did some dopey shit. All right. You just tried to rob the same spot that you just went in and tried to get hired at. And they have your resume. Why? You should have took that shit across the street. You understand what I'm saying? You should have took that across the street, my man. You cannot do that. It makes no sense. On top of that, you ain't even wait till you got out the spot before you revealed yourself. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Come on. We got to do better. Dopey, we got to do better, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope you learned your lesson, man. You know, because you really brought this on yourself. All right. You had no business up in them people place trying to rob them after just asking them for a job and handing them your resume. You had no business. All right. Yeah, man. So that will be today's episode. Again, you know, I'm really appreciative of all my listeners. You know, my engagement is growing. My my followers is growing. My listeners is growing. I definitely appreciate that. You know, if you're listening to this podcast, like I always say, please, man, spread the word. I believe in word of mouth. You know, I believe in that wholeheartedly. You know, you can show somebody something 1,000,000 times, but if you say, yo, I heard this, yo, go check this out, or I watched this, yo, go watch this movie, you know, they'll probably be more inclined to go check it out as opposed to just handing them a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, help me spread the word about the podcast. That's all I'm asking. If you come across any wild stories, please send them to the email, thedccpodcast@gmail.com. All this information will be in the description. Okay. All this information will be in the description. All right. And this podcast is sponsored by me. All right. This podcast is sponsored by me. BHR Clothing. I stand on respect. You understand? So I got a clothing line called BHR Clothing. I got some new stuff that I'm working on. They'll be available soon. I'm just not trying to rush it. I'm trying to take my time with it, but I got a couple of logo shirts done. So this podcast is sponsored by me. BHRclothing.bigcartel.com. You can hit the website, check it out. I'll link in the description. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go grab a shirt and support. And you know, like I said, I'm taking it slow, but I got a lot of things on deck, and we're gonna move it like that. This is the Dumb Crimes and Criminals podcast, the funniest true crime podcast in the world. I am your host, Rick. I'm gone.